what makes the individual unable to pay attention to ourselves, and why we are always dipping towards the negative thing. It is true. It is true when you are addicted, and that's what happens. Sometimes people don't even know that could be some such a situation. Just now, what we went through with just yesterday, the funeral of Houston, Winnie Houston. And so when you're looking at it, it is unfortunately to say whether you say it or not say it, whether you report or not report. But the thing is, it is very, very hard to say some negative when anybody who lost their life and that. But however, and it is quite obvious that's the effect of something which sort of drags the human life down the road over the years and finally ending a wonderful, precious, and outstanding life. So this is what the addiction does, and we all know that. And all of our friends and the people who are addicted on something or the another, they circle their life, around that addiction. In one problem you are through, you get into another problem. Another problem you're through, you get into another problem. So these addictions do that, we knew. And it's very clear to us. But now the question comes, why is this happening? Why it's happening? It is two reasons. And number one, there is so much negativities around. The cause for negativities, conditions for negativities, all kinds of things are really around a lot. And all this, what do we call it, wonderful parties that we have around. And all these parties, and the people do enjoy drinking alcohol, and I don't know, maybe smoking even. And all of those happens right and the left of our physical body and ourselves. So that is, there's so many of them everywhere, either in a big sort of a commercial clubs or individual houses. And so that's what's happening. So it is everywhere. And that's why cause and conditions of the negative happening is very much surrounded with us. And our culture, our society, our environment support that, reinforce that. And so the individual, if the number 2 point here, if you are lacking some of you may not even like the word, what I'm going to say, conscientiousness. And when you don't have that conscientiousness, this unconscientiousness and make the people easier to expose, and not only just expose, to merge in it, to go within that. And that's what's happening with the people all the time. And this addiction, what we are calling, is not necessarily only the chemical addictions. It also have a mental addictions, such as hatred, and such as anger, and such as obsession, and people get addicted to it. People get addicted to it because it seems it works. And if you engage in those negative the behaviors and negative emotion exposing, anger or hatred or something, and then somehow it looks like it established, it accomplishes your temporary goal. So that makes the individual even more addicted to it. And many don't even know how to reach your goal and your wishes simply by showing negative emotions only, by showing a temper, by making abuse, by threatening, all kinds of things. People do that all the time. So these are the feeding our own negative emotional addictions, and where and how we conduct our life, where and how we live in our life, that makes that. Particularly, like an example, if you are addicted, so let's say late sleeper in the morning, you don't want to get up. And so every environment that you create, you will create that you don't have to get up. And so you will reinforce all your life to feed your own addiction. Late sleeper is also addiction. I call it here addiction. You know why? Because if you have a discipline in your life, you'll be able to rise early, you'll be able to think, give yourself time to think about your life, and just need to see what went right, what went wrong. The right and wrong should not be achieving your temporary goal. If it is achieving your temporary goal, and then by showing say like anger or hatred, and it looks like achieving, reality it is not achieving. I know, we all know this. Yet it will feed your addiction. Looks like this is a method what I should apply. So people do that. There are people who in their life do nothing but that sort of thing.